Grandpa's not feeling so hot, but we'll see how long I can last. See going on the twatters. Doom scroll as Uber calls it. Oh, what's Jim going on about now? Oh, yeah, Xander Hall DM leaks. Yeah, I don't care. Not interested. Still chuckling over the fallout of Moist Critical losing to Sneeko of all people. How he fucking stepped back from his collaborative podcast. I find this amusing. Speaking of podcast, uh, hopefully we'll get the Four Fanboys in a Dream sequel to Electric Boogaloo podcast on the go eventually. Gonna start bugging people to. It's like, all right, get like 4 or 5 people whenever we can. Record, not live stream a podcast and see how that goes. So, coming soon, TM. What's going on in the world other than the Middle East, Venezuela? What was the other one? Oh yeah, a bunch of drone attacks on Kiev, where the fuck, Ukraine. Ooh, the stream chat. There's the stream chat. Every time start right after Denna's blue screen of death again. Yeah, didn't Denna's stream die a while ago? Podcast test runs should go up to an hour early. Hour only. Yeah. No. I imagine we'll see like when we actually do the test, the inaugural episode of the podcast. I imagine we can probably get an hour of chit chatting just to see. Well, we know how we work off each other anyway. It's just is see if we have it in us to do like an hour, maybe eventually 2 hour podcast. Again, I don't think we can. I don't think we can focus on a dedicated subject for a podcast. I think we'll have like maybe like a cliff note of like, is there anything we want to talk about in the tangent from there? Because I don't see us working with a structure in the grand scheme of things.
Hey, Zed, how you doing?
Good. Your head is sized properly for once, since it's from last time. This amuses me more than it should.
Yeah, I must have saved your setting from last time. They had
Well,
Chaos
well,
Rain, yeah, absolutely sarcastic.
well. The thing is, like the element from Fugi is one of the only elements I have unlocked specifically just to resize because it always gets wonky the more people join on it. So it's never always going to be the same. There's no way for me to automate it. Like for example, I need to make the text size in your name more legible. Here we go.
Yeah, I imagine I'm gonna face the same issue if I do more watch alongs on my channel. Or not even just watch alongs, just like you know, gaming sessions with friends.
Speaking of watch alongs, the Friday THQ watch along. Do you want to do like just me, you, and your buddy like last time, or is it kind of like one, come all?
No, we can do it like we did like with the other ones like the Xbox showcase and the
Okay.
Space Marine one, just whoever wants to watch it come in. I can
Yeah,
actually invite him to the server if you want.
yeah, that's fine. We're openly racist here.
I imagine he's gonna have a fun time here.
I'm sure he'll quickly find a way to work around the word filter. I'm kind of surprised everyone other than Cipher who's being a low level troll was unified and don't get rid of the filter screen. That was a little endearing.
No, Primos is still on the table, sarcastic. That's not going anywhere. We're gonna watch the whole thing.
Speaking of which, kind of curious to see if that elusive episode 6 was ever released on the
Yeah,
pirate base.
6 and 9 actually came out the same day, but we didn't have those at the time.
Okay. Yeah, as long as we have something, maybe I don't know. I gotta go back east in the couple of weekends for family business.
Does Odyssey allow you to stream Pirate Bay?
I don't give a shit. Let's see, what was I
Okay.
looking for? Primos. I'm an open pirate. I'm not on YouTube or the Twitch. Let's see. I'm not seeing it here, but it might be elsewhere in one of my other trackers. I'll look for it later. I was just curious. Whole thing, I died by the fourth episode. Well, it's not our fault. You get fucking blackout drunk on three tall boys. Fucking weakling. You bring great disappointment to us, Sark. God damn it! I was just looking at that. Oh, it looks like China and Japan are neck and neck for gold medals. This amuses me more than it should. I wasn't blacked out. I was conscious, just queasy for an hour. Sure, you were there,
So wait,
but
let me get this. Let me get this straight. You passed
yo,
out from just the beers?
yeah.
Conscious, okay, just queasy for an hour.
I think. Well, like he says he didn't black out, but I will contest this fact. But if nothing else, he was disassociated enough to not remember who he was or what he was doing. So we were having a little back and forth on Cipher server about the fall of Bungie. So how's that going?
I imagine he's taking it well.
Eh,
I mean, it's literally just fresh news, and there is more info coming out from some of the employees and ex-employees.
yeah, I saw like a post on my Twitter earlier. Apparently, one of the directors or managers or something was making a statement to the effect of like, please don't review bomb us for the mass
I haven't seen
layoff.
that. I haven't seen that one, but I've seen one from the player support team. I think the lead of that team made a thread, and he posted in that server as well. But also, one of the lead writers, like actually the lead writer, was laid off as well.
Shocking.
Senior narrative designer, yeah. Yes, yeah, they're winding up.
I don't know. I've never been a big Bungie guy. Like I played the original Halo trilogy for the sake of my friends' co-op achievements, but other than that, there I have real no feelings, especially towards later Bungie.
For me, like on from a lot of people, Bungie died after Halo Reach. Honestly,
That's kind of the feeling. That's kind of the overall sentiment I get. just as effectively as an outside observer looking in.
I'm just speaking to my friend right now. I'll give him the link to your server in a minute.
Okie dokie. Yeah, the instant he pops up in registration, I'll see him and I'll just whitelist him. It's not like my landing page for my server gets high traffic volume. It's like someone shows up. Oh, I wonder who it could be.
I'm just telling him, like, giving him the gist about you guys and what not to do.
I don't know. He's free to do whatever he wants as long as he doesn't post porn and he figures out on his own how to work around the word
No,
filter.
he's not like that.
I'm still kind of sad that the cold invite I sent to that guy from I forget if it was a whiskey or Sleepy's server. It's like he seemed to be on.
I think it was Sleepy. They were talking about it in the general chat, and Sleepy was like kind of surprised that someone was soliciting invites. Actually, you didn't see it, did you?
No,
I'll try.
no. Pretty much after I sent the cold invite, I started streaming, so I wasn't paying attention.
I'll will pull up the convo again.
I got
Yeah,
the
I'll
window all
link
the
it
way
in
down.
general. Oh, he joined. Okay,
Yep,
it's
there he
in
is.
general if you want to see it.
In fact, I'm just gonna move my Discord window because when I'm streaming, I have my desktop Discord on like my notebook, which is kind of buried in cables and shit. Can't see crap. So I make sure. Yep, there he is. Okay, delete the message of his arrival. Yep, sleepyheads. Yeah, Paranoid Corgi. There's an old name I haven't seen forever.
Yeah, I think he's one of the he's one of the mods. So he was kind of confused about why he got an invite.
I don't know. I'm kind of more confused why he's confused because we had a little back and forth there for a minute before I had to fuck off and stream. It's like I like this guy. And that's why I sent the cold invite. Yeah, whatever. You're not copyright. Oh shit. Okay, back onto the bottom monitor you go. And back to my doom scrolling.
Let's see what you're scrolling. Oh,
Yeah, it's
political
all
stuff.
that's pretty much my news feed is mostly just political crap, which is why okay. I, I'm not terribly surprised that there wasn't any pushback when I said like, yeah, on our podcast we probably should stay away from politics and just stick around to entertainment. I don't want to cut into my main content. Air quotes on that one. Yeah, so like I said in the and showed in that screen cap, like I pretty much have like the scene and everything kind of ready, good to go. Like I kind of wish I could have showed a mock up of our boogies, but pretty much like the entire bottom area, like pretty much I uh in the podcast window, I kind of have it broken down into like quarters. So like the upper left is just the text, upper right is the window whenever we need to use a visual aid, and the bottom is just us as giant heads.
Yeah,
And that's
yeah, I
pretty
think
much
that works for now.
well, because like it's effectively going to just like we are already pretty much an audio podcast, and you know the visual basics is kind of just there for anyone who actually wants to tune in and watch for like the odd occasion that we have to jangle keychains and keep it simple, stupid, maybe.
Yeah, I think we're kind of overthinking it. We just have to go in and see how it goes, and even if we don't get it right the first time, we just have to keep going at it. And like I
That's
said, it just comes naturally. You just have to keep doing it. And we'll get better at it.
Well, that's pretty much been my entire mantra for this entire experiment that started off as a shitpost. Like I'm not really overthinking it and stuff. I'm kind of just well, I'm kind of overthinking the foundation, if that makes sense. I'm less overthinking of building the house. I'm kind of more overthinking of getting a solid foundation, if that makes sense.
Yeah. All right. What did the stream chat say?
Yeah, stream chat's pretty kind of quiet. It's mostly just Sark
Okay,
trying
Hawk is
try.
typing.
Oh, yep, I see him over there. Out of the corner of my eye. I kind of wish I could see like who's typing in my chat doc and OBS and stuff, but that only shows up on the Discord proper. I look forward to one of us getting kicked from podcasts after advocating for children tuning out. I don't know, Haka. Haka, are you secretly moist critical? I have to ask you, man. Are you secretly Charlie? Man, I guess on Cypher. I don't know. I think we need Cypher. We need Cypher's juvenile shit posting energy. No insult. This Cypher. I'm not. This is not saying insulting. I'm saying your little shit posts are adorable. They fill my black heart with joy. You're like our own personal river bear. And more.
Cypher would actually make the most sense, honestly,
Yeah.
considering Dana
Yeah.
and her autoandrophilia.
Yeah, I kind of tapped out on her stream today after a while when she was kind of getting into getting more paying attention to Holocure. Again, I have no patience for gameplays.
Yeah,
But
she did like I think it was like an hour or two of chatting before she got into Holocure. She went for like 4 hours, and we had a lot of crashes in between.
yeah, I think I tuned out when the crashes were really bad when she like not too long after she started playing Holocure. I was just
Yeah,
like, okay, this is unstable as fuck. I'm just gonna go do something else.
yeah. I showed her how to check the log and find out what's doing all this. If we thought it was VTS doing it, VTube Studio, but it might be something else because when the BSOD happened today, it was not like she didn't have VTS running.
Eh.
So it might be just OBS being overloaded.
To be fair, she does stream from a potato.
Yeah.
Like this
I
isn't the
mean, she
first.
did play Elden Ring on it, and I don't think anything bad happened on that stream.
I don't know. I just know that her historically her streams have always been a little dodgy, especially for whatever reason if she's running VTube Studio. Her potato does not like that,
Yeah.
which amuses me to no end because I'm running a potato model in VTube Studio. Usually doesn't give me guff unless I start Italian talking into the camera.
Racism is going to be like 50% of the appeal side, the rest will be irresistible charisma. Oh, yeah. Where are we hosting this? YouTube or the podcast? Like YouTube or Odyssey or what?
Uh,
Spotify?
I don't know. My kind of tentative plan was to like record it, post it on Odyssey. You guys can rip it off of Odyssey and re-upload it onto your wherever you guys want, kind of thing stuff. So but like if you want to post it on like your YouTube channel or something whatnot, that would have we would have to put the brakes on some stuff. Like if like especially YouTube, like if you want to repost on
Yeah.
YouTube, we default to have to put on the brakes unless you want to put in the effort to edit it. So it's kind of one of those things we're really gonna have to powwow. Like, I mean, it would just take me like a minute or two to make like a dedicated Spotify account. That's not that big of a deal and stuff, but fundamentally, I really don't care. I'm just gonna post on Odyssey.
Yeah, I mean, Cypher did volunteer to edit for us, so he can make a safe for YouTube version.
Yeah, well, if it's like you or him wanting to upload on YouTube, you guys can fight amongst yourselves on that. There, I really don't care. But I'm perfectly willing to curb my language just to make editing easier or non-existent.
Yeah, I guess.
And but again, with the whole YouTube question, like for example, the reason why I got all my strikes on YouTube is not necessarily the language you use; it's just wrong think when it comes to their bots. They're really bad for that. Like
Yeah, that's why like me and some other people have said that just appear as lip friendly as possible on stream if you want to survive.
I don't have that in me for YouTube. I really don't. I'm too old and
Yeah,
crotchety for that.
I can understand, but it's especially important for people who are making money off it.
Well, that's the rub. Like if I'm being completely honest, I would almost say it wouldn't be worth it to re-up. Like okay, let's say we had the episode. I would almost argue it would be kind of like even if we were to edit it or something, maybe down the pipeline, like we would have a wrong opinion and stuff. It might be more if you guys want to upload it to YouTube. I would almost recommend having a dedicated channel for it, just so it wouldn't take down your main channel.
Yeah.
Again that's if you want to post to YouTube because I really don't. I'm really not going to put the effort into doing so myself.
Yeah, I might be completely honest. I really don't see this shit working out. But that's the thing, Haka. We have to. That it's what do you call it? It's Schrodinger's podcast, I guess. Like if well, if we won't know if it doesn't work if we don't try it to begin with, and if it doesn't work, we can just drop it. But I think we should at least give it a shot.
Well, the thing is, I do want to do a dedicated podcast and stuff, but we should probably keep it like in perspective of like it would probably just be an extension of what we just do right now on my live streams, my call-in live streams anyway, and stuff because I don't
Yeah,
see it being that terribly different.
and and honestly, it doesn't have to be us all the time. Like you can grab other people that normally don't come on and see if they're free for it.
Well, wasn't that kind of like the plan? We'll just have like whoever's available at the time of a recording and just go to it.
Was it? Because I do remember us talking about like having the usual people on, and if some people are not available, then you can just grab others.
Yeah, because I'm not exactly married to the concept of having like a dedicated 3 or even 4 or 5 people. Just like we need to have these people. It's like I don't care. You know
I
how
don't think we're at that level yet, especially when we are all across the world.
yeah like just think of it probably like the sweet spot for us to like anytime during the week to do a recording would probably be like maybe in like an hour or two before your stream seems to be when most people are active.
Yeah, I think like you probably know this better than I do, but what's the most active uh you know time during the day in your server? Like, is it US prime time? Is it in the morning?
Uh, the most number of people I see online my server tends to be my time afternoon to evening. So like right now to like right now to Pipper time is pretty much like the prime time for people here.
I see. I mean, you used to believe it won't, but I'll stay at March and give it a go. But next, I say, phone hype. Yeah, heck, I mean, they don't have to come on. Like, if you want to back out, you can. I know it's forcing you.
Well,
It's just a
again,
trial.
Well, again, like we're not exactly going to have that. Like we're not going to be that anal retentive on the structure of like we need to stay on topic. People, it's like, just have a rough idea what we want to talk about and just shoot the shit. You know, just
Exactly.
just say like video games, go, and
No,
we could.
and look, whatever we do, it's honestly it's gonna be better than trash taste. Like, come on, that's such a low bar.
I'm almost insulted that you have to you bring that name into these hollowed halls. How dare you, sir?
We have mentioned it before.
I know.
Or was it? No, I think it was on Cypher server. No, no, I think it was in, no, it was here. Yes, it was in one of these call-ins. I remember mentioning trash taste.
So it's going to be the token Asian.
The token Asian, well,
I
what
guess
do you, honestly, well,
we can
I'm the
get
Asian
one.
here actually.
Yeah, we can get one of the like pretty much the girl breakup right now. Breakdown is like half our girls are black and half our girls are flipped.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Of course, M is neither man or woman
Well,
unless
but do you know about
observed.
BB though? BB's not black.
She's not Asian either.
Yeah.
So by extension, she
But
doesn't count either.
but what about the black girls we have right now? We know they're not Asian as well.
Yeah, this is true. M is Schrodinger's gender. Yes. So many flips, none of them chaseable. Pain. And I think the sheep is kind of damaged goods at this point, and
Yeah.
Empraise has her own shit going on.
Yeah, but it looks like she's managed to find a way out, which is good.
It's so stupid, but what went down actually makes me a little angry.
Yeah, but you know, life gives you a gut punch and you're never ready for it. You just have to move on.
Well, it's not my place to talk about it, but at the end of the day, it was so fucking stupid. There's a
Confirm
reason
her
why.
gender. I mean, Sark, we're in this timeline because of Am, all right?
I'm just waiting for someone to buck breaker into actually typing and chat like a normal person. I'm like, how long did it take us to get her into type into MS Paint? I mean, like if like we got her to do that, there's just like one more step to actually type in the server in chat. Like
I think they
the only logical rationale I can think of is that if she wouldn't want, other than keeping the bic going, she doesn't want to have logs of her talking anywhere. It's like, okay, fine, I guess.
feel like the day it happens, there's gonna be a lot of hype around it, and then eventually it'll die down and everything goes back to normal.
Yeah.
Once M gets bored of the shtick.
Well, I kind of the one thing I kind of want to rag on M for is that if she's legitimately holding on to this here just for as a status symbol, like like to make herself feel special and stuff, I just want to smack her if that's actually like a factor of why
I
she's doing it.
honestly think that might be the case. But
Because
I want to give M the benefit of the doubt. Maybe she just wants to be this autistic.
I'm actually a miserable asshole, so I'm going to take the opposite stance. I just want to smack her for
Yeah,
it now.
I can understand your perspective.
It's like, stop being frustrating, woman. Smack.
But that's the thing. It feeds into the stereotype of women being difficult to figure out, right?
Well, I get it. Doesn't mean I have to like it. I should probably tell your friend I'm actually streaming and he could probably see you.
I did, but he's watching a speedrunner right now.
Yeah, that's fine.
I told him about the call in and the stream chat, but he's watching someone else.
Yeah, that's fine. I'm sure he'll probably call in one day. He survived the last time we were together. I'm just here to vibe.
Yeah. I can confirm it's not for attention, at least not according to her. I do have her encouraged to smack her. But that's the thing, is M being truthful about everything.
Well, to be fair, she's a very wears her heart on her sleeve person because like we all found out she was a chick long before she started quote unquote talking. We had her pegged for that there like day one.
And that's how we got that tape.
Yeah, that's kind of my nuclear option. It's like you will talk or else I'll repost this for the millionth time.
Wait, but
Uh,
Haka, is she doing it out of OPSEC? Because I do remember her saying that a couple of times, at least. Even yesterday. Because, like, if someone were to join the groom court, they would find no trace of her, except of us talking about her.
yeah, she'd be like a black hole. Like we can't directly observe it. We can only observe the happenings around it. So referring to M as a physical a phenomenon like a black hole or Schrodinger's cat actually is more amusing the more you think about it.
Wait, but Haka, don't you have, like, one more what do you private session with her before you move on to something else? Try to extort as much information as you can.
And I'm referring to their private sessions as like an ERP session that is a lot. It sounds a lot less dirty than what they're actually doing.
Yeah.
The porn would be preferable.
They have dirt on each other. Mostly OPSEC. I mean, it's a very autistic way of establishing OPSEC, but whatever. A trail, yeah, to be honest. I mean, even someone with a brain, like if they see those emoji responses, they can figure out what was said and the context behind it.
Oh, well, as far as chicks go, I'm not going to deny it's not entertaining, but I don't know. If I were to actually do like a business transaction or something a little more substantive with her, I'd be like, look, you're actually going to talk or else we're not going to do anything.
Yeah, we have been we have suggested a couple of times about commissions, but I think she does do something of that sort. But
Yeah, on her fur
in terms of
affinity.
here on as M, I don't like. Yeah, she's just gonna make it 100 times more complicated. And to break you over, but the woman is autistic. I don't know what you're expecting from. I don't know. I'm just saying it.
I know maybe this is my way of saying I'll fix her. It's like you will be normal woman, whether you
I
like
think
it
you
or
have the
not.
best chance. I think you have the best chance of fixing her. To be honest, like you say, your weapons will work, but everything breaks eventually.
I don't know
And
how
it's
could
like Morpheus in the Matrix. Like they were gonna break him eventually. They just tried different patterns.
I know Haka couldn't fix one retarded sheep, so kind of curb your expectations.
Yeah, but there's a different case.
A special brand of retardation.
Underdeveloped as well.
I can guarantee Grant's weapons won't do shit. Sorry to say. I know.
That's the thing.
I'll just have like the angry hammer mentality, and it just won't work. What you were saying?
Gramps weapons, yeah, you don't have to just. It doesn't have to be Gramps weapons. It can, yeah, because as you figure something out, like I think out of all of us, you have had the most time with her in a one-on-one session.
No, what we have to do is next time she's in an art stream, we need to do some kind of like alcoholic intervention.
Get your booze out.
Actually, the booze probably would improve her.
Has she ever been drunk before? I don't think
I
so.
don't think so. It'd be kind of funny if me calling her Turkish this entire time and be like, "Nah, that's halal." It'd be like,
I don't I don't think we're ready to experience a drunk M stream, to be honest.
yeah. I mean, have you seen how she is with numbers and ciphers?
Very bad.
Yes, I was there. Yeah, Huck is putting a lot of thought into this one. I'm scared.
Let's see what the man has to say. Also, you're typing all of this. Why don't you just hop on right now?
It's probably like at the gym or something in between
I
sets.
mean, he has joined calls before on phone
Yeah, it's true.
at the gym as well.
Yeah, but I think it probably the daytime. It's the daytime where he's at and stuff. He doesn't want to be gay.
I guess.
Memory serves, he tends to go to the gym in the middle of the night so that there wouldn't actually track. Or maybe he does what I do all the time and I'll play a game and enter in my keyboard for movement and forget that my Discord was in focus. Nothing I can think of, but I'll have to take one route and be non-specific as possible for whatever we use. She'd leave the community before ever opening her mouth. Oh,
I mean,
she's not that much of a pussy. She's a big
I mean
girl.
that's her call. That's her decision. Like if she wants to leave all of us behind over a petty reason, that's her loss. Talking to Haka. I'm talking to Haka, but Haka's been here the whole time. Like you just showed up faceless. That's the thing. I don't think M would just spontaneously drop everything over whatever you're thinking of doing.
My mind's kind
Like
of just
we
my mind's going to Haka just sending a picture of him and his gains to M and be like, "Hey M, if you actually talk, you can get all of this."
phone post took some allergy meds after the gym to be kick my ass past I feel high. Side effects suck.
Well, come on, well, call in on your phone and have a Benadryl stream.
You're tired, all right. You
I
have your
feel
reason.
I feel them right now because I'm really not feeling good either and stuff. I just felt like streaming just to have something in the middle of the week.
Yeah, you had some problem with your stomach, wasn't it?
Yeah, my tummy hurt, but I also have a few other things on the side of that there. And my thing has always been like I can handle one or two things at a time and stuff, but when any health things pile up, it's kind of just like body's like, nope, we're done, tap out. And it's like, okay, fine.
I
Mostly
mean,
whatever.
if Haka has his excuse, what about the rest of y'all? Why aren't you calling in? What are your excuses, guys?
They're a bunch of fucking pussies. But to be fair, it's in the middle of the day, and it's the middle of the day, middle of the week. A bunch of people are probably at either school or work. I mean, I'm looking at my Odyssey. There's only 6 people watching on Odyssey, and only like 2 people on Kick. It's kind of like a dead time right now.
All right, Sark has work. I think I remember now.
I've been talking about is not mine to use. Again, I can't go specifics like how everything myself is something major. That's why I'm saying about one thing. For us to get her talking, that's just likely to have her disappear instead. Oh, come now. I don't think her titty pictures are that disabilitating.
Imagine M is gonna have a field day back reading this,
Well, not necessarily
and
back reading
also,
or watching the stream, but also what?
yeah, also may as well use it. I mean, you won't know until you try.
I don't know. How dedicated are we to actually getting her to function like a normal person as opposed to just, okay, whatever, let the retard play with the glue in the corner? Not that I'm calling you a retard, M, but I mean that lovingly.
I guess some of us are, clearly. Like I said, we wouldn't be in this timeline if not for M.
And would that make M our Harambe or our Christian? Because I think Nolan already
I
has the
don't
title of
know.
our Christian. Oh god. Vague posting like a woman again. Are we hecko?
Echo. Is that what we're calling him now? Echo.
Christian made porn comics of people he knew, just saying, "Oh, I know
I
that."
mean,
Uh,
so did
no,
Shad, man. I mean, not comics, but actual drawings.
I don't know. My kind of thing was like I knew from day one that I know M draws porn. We she doesn't show it, and I'm sure she probably has like several walls of China in between us and her Affinity and Deviant Art accounts. I mean, for fuck's
I
sake,
mean,
we all saw a sex tape. We know she can draw furries.
also we know she has streaming experience, so she probably has, maybe a Pomp account or a Chatterbait account we don't know about. I can confirm this because once she when she opened her OBS, she already had all the settings set up and and pre-installed. And so why would she have OBS installed if she didn't have experience to begin with?
M was chibi doki this entire time.
Chibi Doki, huh?
I don't know. If I'm just picturing M as VTuber, and she has to be one of the retarded ones. There's no ifs ands or buts. She's one of the retarded ones. Little Harrison down. The entertaining retarded ones. They're cute. Chibi Doki was the one that immediately came to mind because there's that one Chibi Doki poster on the Homelands thread who's been rather active. Not gonna lie, those clips are entertaining. And I have a soft spot for her derped out model.
I've never watched Chibi Doki, but I don't really vibe with her clips.
I don't know. Maybe I had brain damage. How can you not look at that and not be like, oh, it's retarded? No. I actually did try watching one of her streams and stuff, but she's like filling. She has like too much ADHD for my patience. If I'm being honest, that's why I like the little clips. It's like 5-10 second clip. It's like okay, that my patience can tolerate that.
The taste of come to her dad. What?
I couldn't tell you, but I'm sure she's not the only one.
I have no idea who would do that.
Probably one of the hyperactive retards. I had a feeling energy Bidoki or any of that ilk. longer I look at this GIF I just posted, the more fuck. The brain rot is real. I swear to God, some days the brain rot's real.
You feeling skibbity?
Oh, don't get me started on that fucking shit and stuff. The whole DMCA, the little shitstorm, pun intended, that's swirling around Skibbity Toilet and stuff. It's kind of like, okay, this is like a lull suit waiting to happen.
No, I
There's
think they dropped it now. They resolved it. Like I think there was
no,
like there was a misunderstanding or something.
no. I think the guy I think he only made that post to save face and stuff, and the filing is actually going through for whatever holding company he's dealing with.
I mean, apparently it's not him, but the company that's making the movie, but not him directly. I don't know.
I don't know. I just want the Hollywood to have a slap fight with Valve because that would be fun. Anything that has the possibility of having Holly Weird take an L is okay in my book, and don't deny it to me.
Okay, so it's saying here that he didn't strike it directly, and he is trying to clarify things.
Boo. No, no, I saw the repost of this here on the farms thread and stuff, and most of the speculation I saw that came of it, uh, I tend to agree with and stuff, and that's literally him saving face, and it has to be whatever holding company he's dealing with is just going full fuck force and being retarded about it. I'm gonna die on this hill. Oh, the cum milkshake. Yes, I remember this now. Yeah, no, I remember when this happened. It's coming back to me like a ton of bricks. Fuck, that was stupid.
Yeah. Okay, she is the one.
Yes, she is the one. Skibbity Biden. Oh, I'm so sorry you had to see that.
I did too, out of curiosity, and I regret it.
I'm still trying to wrap my head around like how Michael Bay is attached to and stuff because like that's not a joke. Like he's actually tied to the project and stuff. So I just can't wrap my head around
Yeah,
that.
he is. I don't know. He might have some ideas. He does do these kind of like odd films sometimes.
Well, no, probably the best thing I've heard about Michael Bay from like the Skibbity thread was to the effect of he's a Hollywood favorite because one, his movies put asses in seats. Two, he does whatever the company wants it to do, and he gets shit done like on time and under budget.
Yeah,
So
he
he's,
even said it himself that no matter where I make, people are gonna watch it anyway.
and there's not too many people that can say that in this day and age, for better or for worse.
Yeah, honestly, if he makes a new Transformers, I'd still watch that.
I've been out of Transformers for a while. I think I haven't seen like last two or three movies because I'm just out.
Yeah, the last two, they're all right. Bumblebee's all right, and Rise of the Beast a little bit disappointing, but it's okay. But you could definitely tell that the action it lacked Michael Bay.
No, I'm especially with Porian because I am actually a Transformers old fag and stuff the first Transformers like the first Bayformers movie I was kind of like okay whatever and stuff, but then all the sequels are just like especially the one that came after it was like okay, I see where it's going. I'm out.
Pain and Gain. No, I think that's a pretty old one. No, there was one more where what do you call it? It was kind of like a bit of sci-fi into it, and that was apparently pretty good. Was it Six Underground? I think it
Uh,
was.
As you know, go to Wikipedia. I fucking hate IMDb.
No, it's not 600. Which one was it? It had pretty good visual effects. 13
Amb-
hours? No.
Ambulance, Six Underground, Transformers, 13 Hours, Transformers, Pain and Gain, Transformers, The Island.
No, this is just the highlights. Where are all of them? He didn't direct the new Bad Boys, but he did cameo in it. Interesting.
I find it kind of funny. There's a Rotten Tomatoes rating table on his Wikipedia page. This amuses me.
Okay, he produced the last Transformers, but the why? Right.
Yeah,
As I
like
said,
I remember watching a Transformers movie retrospective not too long ago. He specifically said like whatever one it was, like, okay, I'm done. And then the studio was just like begging on their hands and knees, like, please, Michael, come back, please, we beg of you. So he did.
hmm,
Speaking of movies, I'm not looking forward to the next Jurassic Park movie. Like Jurassic Dominion ruined the
I
franchise.
haven't watched a Jurassic Park since Jurassic World. I honestly don't care anymore.
Fallen Kingdom, the second one. The second one's actually pretty good. If you think of it less of a Jurassic Park movie and more of a Resident Evil movie, yeah, you'll have a good time. But Dominion actually shits on the entire franchise, and that actually legitimately made me angry. So I'm not looking forward to like the rebirth, Jurassic Rebirth, or whatever they're going to end up calling it. But pretty much the current speculation and teasers is that it's either going to be like a smaller back to form movie, or it's going to be a straight up like interquel for like the original trilogy or something. I'm kind of hoping it's the latter, because like just having like a smaller movie when the whole point of Jurassic World was like, oh, there's dinosaurs everywhere now, and they'll go back and tighten it down to like, oh, we're like in like a tropical jungle island thing. It's kind of just like, okay, you can't have your cake and eat it too, there, Chief.
Yeah, ready to come back after 3, 4 flopped. Yeah, 4 and 5 definitely felt different in a bad way compared to the other three.
Not gonna lie, the Bumblebee movie has been on my to do list because I've heard nothing but good things about it.
It's decent. Yeah, it's a decent watch.
I was all not gonna lie, I was all excited for the rise of Rise of the Maximals or whatever the fuck it was called, like the beast,
Rise
like
of
the
the
beast.
Beasts. Yeah.
Yeah, the Beast Wars one I was all interested in, because Beast Wars was my trans. Like I had Gen 1 growing up and stuff, but I identified more with the better writing in the Beast Wars series. So I was kind of like, yes, Beast Wars movie, but then it's like, oh no. It's
They're
like, no,
hardly in it.
well, yeah, pretty much.
And now they want to like cross over with GI Joe.
I'll defend this because GI Joe and Transformers have been crossing in the comics for like decades.
Yeah, yeah, I know that like there's precedent for it, but actually in film, like I don't know,
No, I can
could
see.
work.
I can totally see it working, because like the live action GI Joe movies they did, they really tried to lean into the like Call of Duty Modern Warfare, like the low sci-fi stuff. Like they tried that really early on, so I can see that being an easy transition just to have Transformers there. It's like, okay, we have Transformers and we have like power armor GI Joe. Okay, whatever, I'm okay with that.
Yeah, as long as you give me my big dumb action movie, I'll be happy. Like I don't know why. Yeah, like Haka's saying here, why are they so scared of giving us just a plain action movie? You don't have to make it morally complex or anything.
Well, yeah, like my go-to example for that their mentality is just look at the legendary Godzilla movies, like the MonsterVerse. Just look at the MonsterVerse movies and stuff. Those are like big dumb, monkey versus lizard movies, and they rake in fucking bank. Just have that there, but substitute it with giant robots. Done.
Yeah, I mean the Transformer movies were kind of like that as well, like especially the original
Yeah,
trilogy.
yes, yeah, especially because of the work and the contracts Michael Bay had with the Department of Defense and stuff. So yeah, it was really like military rah rah rah, and just do more of that. More of that's fine. Like cross that with GI Joe, fucking match made in heaven.
Yeah, and
Right.
apparently, like even though they changed directors and reboot and all that, they still have the same problem on focusing on the humans too much. I don't know if it's because they don't want to spend too much on the VFX or they're lazy or something, but come on, man.
I don't know. It's been a while since I watched a good military movie. I mean, like a retarded military movie, not like a serious one. Like I haven't
Retarded
actually
military movie.
like Battleship or Battle LA. You know that kind of stupid stuff.
Yeah, I can't think of any that came out recently. I think
Like,
the Extraction might be the one with Chris Hemsworth. I heard good things about
uh,
that one.
yeah. That does tickle something in my brain. Yeah. Actually, come to think of it, I don't think I've gotten around to watching the fucking Top Gun sequel. That's been out forever.
And my parents are huge Top Gun fans, and they loved Maverick, but I thought it was like all right, nothing special.
Yeah, I heard it was kind of like more the same, which is okay. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah, they honestly there were like no stakes in the film.
Yeah, well, it's kind of hard to top the original. It's like, yeah, if you guys fuck this up, you're gonna kick off World War III. It's like, oh, no pressure.
Yeah, so I guess if you want your dumb action movie, I think you can. I think Extraction should fulfill that. Extraction 1 and 2. I just started to make it instead of going all animation and did wonders. Yeah, I mean, I would kill for like a gritty Cybertron movie, but we are getting a Cybertron movie, but it's aimed at kids. I mean, I'm sure the kids
Actually,
are gonna like it.
I'm actually going to defend Transformers One. That actually looks legitimately entertaining, not just from like a kid's point of view. It actually looks like a entertaining. I would have a good time watching that film.
I
I'm
guess
pre-
I could. I mean, I watched a Lego movie and I didn't have high expectations for that, but I was pleasantly surprised by it. So I guess maybe if this is going for the same thing, then I guess no harm done.
the only thing I'm kind of a little worried about is that the Transformers One is going to be a little too Guardians of the Galaxy quippy and zingers and kind of
Yeah, that's the vibe I got from the trailer. I didn't like it honestly.
well that's just the trailer. Maybe that's just like all the all the highlights and stuff. Maybe it's a little better paced than that. I'm kind of like if that's the entire movie, it's going to be a bit of a slog. But if it has better pacing than that, I'm going to give that one the benefit of the doubt.
But honestly, I like I said before, I would kill for a gritty Cybertron movie.
Oh, totally.
Like we got in the intro of Bumblebee. If we have that for a whole 2 hours, I'm happy, man.
You know, I would fucking love the Transformers video games did like the War for. If I could get a movie
Oh, dude, I
that's
haven't played those guys. I really want to play those, like the War for Cybertron games.
yeah. So if we could get like a War for Cybertron but movie, that would be fucking amazing. Like the start of the war, like all the guerrilla warfare in Cybertron. Just like honestly, just do. Okay, here's a good combination. Have fucking like Apocalypse Now, but fucking on Cybertron. There, done. I just made you $1 billion.
Yeah.
I love the smell of energon in the morning.
Jared is like Transformers 5, but if it's shit's good, I'll be there for a Super Time. That said, I have 0 design looking at them because designs look atrocious. Yeah, like I said, they're going for the kids.
I forgot Michael Bay was part of that Ninja Turtles reboot. Oh fuck. I'm still having
Oh
PTSD
yeah,
from
he
those designs.
was. He was producing it, right? He didn't direct it.
Yeah, he was a producer on that one.
Yeah, I watched the first one. I didn't watch the second one after that.
I heard the second one was better. I heard the second one they were kind of like, fuck it, let's just go crazy, and it was actually entertaining.
That's how I heard too, but I haven't watched it. That came out like 2016, and I like that the summer of that year. They had like so many movies, and a lot of them didn't perform very well.
Oh god, it was
I
that
remember like seeing a video about that.
turtle dick pickle commercial. God damn it! Why do you dredge up these fucking memories? Fucking beaner. Fuck. I know. As much as I love Turtles, and that's one of my childhood franchises, I've been tuned out ever since the Nickelodeon CG series ended and stuff, because every series and movie after the Nickelodeon one is it's just been a bit of a slog, because it's like, like, the instant they had Black April, I was like, no, I'm out. And
Yeah,
I think one of them has like Woman Splinter. I'm like, fuck off.
yeah. No, I'm gonna. I think the I grew up watching like some of the anime, the 2D animated one on I forgot which channel it was broadcast on. Uh, the one from the early 2000s. Like, I watched that one, and then I really like the one with Chris Evans in it. As one.
I don't think I ever watched the 2000s Ninja Turtles. I heard it was more closer to the comics and stuff, and that probably would have been my jam.
Yes. So I watched that one and the animated film. It's pretty good.
The animated film was okay. It was pretty okay.
Chase, Suicide Squad, Games Aside, Lesbian Mr. Freeze. Yeah, that's totally gonna help their player base.
Actually, yeah, I remember like that there got announced a while ago, and I think their player base has been tanking ever since. Like
It's
specifically
been
the
tanking since launch.
I know, but it's been going like hyperdrive into the ground since the announcement of lesbian Mrs. Freeze.
Nah, I'm looking at the charts right now. It's pretty much stayed the same for months. It's gone
Anyway,
like 150, then it spikes up to 600, then 300, then yeah. You can see for yourself here. I honestly think Rocksteady's gonna fold sooner or later because
oh
WB is not happy with the game. Like they like shortly after the game came out, they WB already said we're not satisfied with this game sales.
yeah, I've been hearing rumblings, WB, DC's under WB, like pretty much like their entire, like, I want to say, like, entertainment, like comics and cartoons and movies and games and stuff, like that whole segment of their portfolio. They've been absolutely pissed at their quarterly for like the last couple of years. I have a feeling the reckoning is coming.
Wait, didn't they merge with somebody, or which company was that recently merged with Skydance? It was Paramount, wasn't it?
I want to say yes.
Yeah, for some reason I thought it was WB, but yeah, mergers, consolidation, that's totally what we want, right? Yeah, it was Paramount and Skydance.
Yep.
But how much of it is their own fault pushing the IPS? I mean, I'd say a lot of it. I mean, like we're seeing a lot of companies suffering because of that. It's not just unique to them.
I just want to say who the parent company of Warner Bros. is at this point. Parent
BlackRock.
Warner. Well, yeah, BlackRock. Warner Discovery. Oh yeah, I forgot, because they kicked out Time. Yeah, that Time and AOL are long gone, so it was Warner Discovery now. Okay, I remember this now. Thank
Yeah,
you.
this hurt me as well.
Yeah,
Warner Bros. Discovery. Let's see. Owner, Advanced Publications. What's that? I never heard of them.
I don't know.
Therefore, whatever the original Rocksteady founders end up cooking, just get do something worthwhile. Haka, I don't know if you're being sarcastic or not. Like, it took them 9 years to make Suicide Squad when they could have been making the dream Justice League game that everyone's been asking for.
Well, speaking of game development and stuff, I'm hearing rumblings about fucking the powers that be in the gaming industry are a little leery about the GTA 6. I'm hearing a lot of rumblings of GTA 6 has been too long in the oven, And
I
what
haven't kept up with that game at all, honestly. I'm not a GTA guy. I've played in childhood, but I don't play them anymore.
I've never been
Oh.
and I've never been into that series other than the original top-down arcade. So and that's my extent
I
on it.
think the last one I played was actually it wasn't even 4, it was I think San Andreas or Vice City Stories, one of those. One of the PS2, PSP ones. Oh no, actually, the last one I played was Chinatown Wars. I really love that one.
Was that GTA?
You didn't Chinatown Wars? Yeah, it was. It's the top-down one with 3D
Okay.
on the DS and the PSP.
Okay, that's probably why it didn't ring a bell. Because it was portable.
It had that whole like drug trading minigame, which is pretty cool. Amazing how they managed to sneak that onto a Nintendo console.
Mm. They had Resident Evil on the DS, so anything is possible.
Yeah, but Resident Evil is pretty old though. It looks pretty tame, but actual like trading drugs and you know, like I'm surprised Nintendo didn't plant their foot there.
Rebuttal conquers Bedford today.
Right, right. Okay,
It's
Modern
like
Harlequin is one of the least favorite character retreads. She's so lame. They're not carrying her on. Psyche. Dude, they messed up Joker as well.
Joker's been
They can't
fucked
do
up.
anything right.
Joker's been fucked up in most depictions. Like even I've heard rumblings that there's going to be a new like a new Joker movie, a new movie, and it's actually going to be a soft reboot. In that the Joker we followed in that movie wasn't the real Joker. And it's like
Wait,
okay,
which one? The
uh,
Joaquin Phoenix one?
I want to say yes, yeah, the serious one that came not too long ago.
Yeah, the Joaquin Phoenix one, and then the sequel to that is coming out soon,
Yeah,
like this year actually.
they're already making it. Yeah, yeah. Sark knows what I'm talking about.
They're not making it. They're going to release it in a few months, I think.
Even
And
better.
then Lady Gaga's Harley Quinn, when it's apparently a
Oh,
musical as
fuck
well.
off. I forgot that. Oh, no.
It's gonna be quite a trip.
I forgot she was going to be Harley in that. Oh, no.
It could be interesting.
Well, Lady Gaga's fucking off in the head to be Harley Quinn, so it's not like it's not like the director has to go action. He'll just be filming her being normal.
Yeah, it's a musical. Like if they go full ham, I think it can work.
I just want the musical from the Batman Beyond. You know, it's like the superstitious, cowardly lot who plot and scheme and never get caught.
It's gonna be
Or
mad seeing how much some. Yeah, I remember like people were worried about the first film, but then nothing happened. But what's this about the other Joker movie talking about? Because I've never heard of this.
no, I don't. No, I think we were thinking of the same one.
Yeah.
I just didn't recognize the actor's name.
Yeah, James Gunn is letting like the other directors do their own thing with like Batman and Joker.
What do we have to look forward to for the rest of this year?
Yeah, honestly, I don't keep up with movies anymore. I mean, I did watch Deadpool Wolverine, my mom and brother, and I really enjoyed it. But yeah, I'm not a movie buff anymore.
Either am I. Actually, I never did get around to finishing Deadpool 2. I'm gonna watch the Deadpool 3. I'm gonna have to sit my ass down and force myself to watch 2.
Honestly, having watched the movie, I don't think you need to. You don't really need to watch Deadpool 2, honestly. It recaps itself pretty well, and
I,
yeah, even my mom didn't watch Deadpool 2, and she enjoyed it.
probably. I don't know. Like, I'm kind of autistic in that little regard. It's like
And
okay,
she's a massive Hugh Jackman fan, so and she got her fill in the movie, thankfully. Yeah, I mean, honestly, they managed to pull it off. Like, they still have it in them somehow, and somehow, like, Disney didn't ruin it.
Oh,
Oh,
I
I'm sure he
forget.
was paid a lot, Rusty.
There's a new Alien movie in a couple of weeks.
Yeah, I never. I want to watch Alien and Aliens someday. Like, actually
Yeah,
experience them.
yeah. Watch the first two movies. Everything else after that there is kind of meh.
That's what I've been. That's what I've heard all the time. Yeah.
What is this? Trapped between a madman seeking revenge and a skin-stealing monster, a married couple must find the strength to fight and make. And why do you have to do
Yeah,
what?
at TripCon they do like they only like vaguely mention the second like Deadpool 2 a couple of times, but overall I don't think you need to watch the second film. You can just watch it on its own. Heck, I even go so far as to say, like if you're new to Deadpool, you can watch this one all by itself and not lose much. Yeah, I think I read that Hugh Jackman he wanted to work like he came back because he wanted to work with Ryan Reynolds and he really enjoyed like working with them before.
Yeah, the good thing about Ryan Reynolds is that he's a Deadpool just comic fanboy and stuff. Like, okay, Ryan Reynolds is like another version of Henry Cavill. He's like a fan. He's a legitimate fan who knows what he's doing and know what he's on about. And and if he's allowed to cook, he can work wonders.
They let him go ham. They let him cook fully. They just gave him the pots. They gave him the whole kitchen.
Well, I've seen a lot of jokes to the effect of Ryan Reynolds just walking into like Disney Marvel Studios, just like, I own you now.
Yeah,
He's not wrong, given the numbers I've been seeing.
it's doing gangbusters right now.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be
Although
surprised if it starts shattering other records as well.
I wouldn't be surprised either, but I do have to temper my expectations and I have to side with Red Letter Media in that, yeah, it's going to do good, but you can't make a thing of it.
Mm.
But I just kind of hope it gives the green light of like, okay, you know, you don't have to have like the cinematic universe. You can have something, you know, like more enclosed and just have fun with it and just do it good.
Yeah, just go ham. Like that's what we mentioned before. Just like Hollywood is so afraid of going ham, just giving us like dumb fun. They just want to make everything complex and fail at it.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, that's the thing. Like I don't want
right,
them to milk Deadpool to death.
yeah.
Honestly, they have something good there.
Yeah, just to answer hockey. Yeah, Ryan Reynolds was the guy who fought tooth and nail to get the original Deadpool movie out, just because he got fucked over in Origins. Like,
Yeah,
like the original Deadpool movie was a passion project for Ryan Reynolds, and you know it paid off. Yeah, well, yeah, Porian. That's why I agree with RLM. Like, would be insufferable and too big a dose. That's just how it goes.
yeah. Honestly, the film like Deadpool and Wolverine, it's basically is to X-Men and Fox what No Way Home was to Spider-Man. Like a celebration of what came before in the history.
Yeah. Now, speaking of Cape shit stuff, them bringing back Robert Downey Jr., fucking the
I've
director.
yeah, I've tuned out the MCU. Like
Well, no, I just
uh
find it. Well, no, the news of them dragging out the corpses of the MCU and everyone who said like, yeah, I'm done with the comic stuff, but then like Disney is kind of just like, oh fuck, it's
they're
like,
paying him a lot apparently.
yes, it's well, it's the same thing as the joke as Ryan Reynolds walking in saying I own you now, is because like they're so desperate to make shit work again and stuff. They're going back to square one with a lot of personnel. And it's just like, all right, name your price, come back, please, make it work again. And
Yeah,
I find this fucking hilarious.
I feel bad for RDJ, but at the same time, he is getting paid a lot, and he's getting a lot of benefits with it. So I wouldn't refuse that deal. And honestly, and here's the other thing, like this film's supposed to come out in 2 years. Like the other Avengers film had all this build up, like with the films that came before. But what about this one? Like we know nothing, honestly, like about where it's gonna go.
I think no one, not enough people care at this point, unfortunately they're committed to it.
Oh, Ultimate Alliance, I love that game. I love that and X-Men Legends. That one had Deadpool in it as like a secret character. Yeah, Legends 2. That one you fought Deadpool, and I think like after you beat the game, you unlock him as a playable character. He was actually my highest level character because I really enjoyed using him.
I forget Ultimate Alliance. Is that a beat 'em up or a fighter game?
I think it's a beat 'em. I think you could call it beat 'em up.
Okay.
Have you played X-Men Legends?
No.
That is pretty much that pretty much laid the groundwork for Ultimate Alliance.
Uh,
Dungeon
and
crawler, I guess.
okay, yeah, that's good.
Diablo clone, probably. I've never played Diablo, and I want to play Diablo, so I guess you could call it that.
Oh, Diablo, man. I wish Blizzard would just die at this point.
Feel bad for you guys, man, the Blizzard fans.
Yeah, I'm trying. Yeah, yeah, Blizzard died for me a long time ago, and I know exactly what it was. It was when I finished the first release of StarCraft 2, like the Terran game. Once I was done that, I was like, nah, the magic's gone. I'm out. And then Blizzard completely went off the rails after that.
What do they even have in store now? They have a new WoW expansion. I mean, they're still doing. Actually, no. What are they even doing for Overwatch 2 anymore? Tournaments? That's it.
I'm waiting for them to pull the life support on Overwatch 2 because that there went to shit like immediately.
Yeah, but I look at the Steam charts, and it does have a healthy player base. The people are playing it, and I'm sure
Because
they're buying the cosmetics as well.
yeah, because they're fucking addicts.
Yeah, yeah, that is one. Gotcha addicts. And StarCraft 2, I keep hearing things about. I mean, the esports players love it, but
I know.
yeah.
I played a Terran mission. I watched a YouTube playthrough of the Zerg and Protoss games. And once the story got to its conclusion, I was like like Kerrigan becomes God effectively. So I was just like, fuck you. It's like I'm out.
Yeah, isn't the story like kind of over with the last expansion?
Yeah, pretty much the StarCraft franchise got wrapped in a nice little bow. It's like, yep, they literally can't do anything more with it. It's done. There's peace in the universe.
So yeah, there's Overwatch 2, no idea what they're doing there. They canceled the PvE stuff, and I guess now they can do is balance patches and new heroes, and the new cosmetics as well. And Diablo 4, they're still doing content for that. And yeah, I guess that's it. Nothing else.
Uh,
Like,
speaking of,
what else do they have?
speaking of Diablo 4, I saw a funny little news article a day or two ago. Apparently Blizzard and Whoopi fucking Goldberg were having a spat over Diablo 4 for a while there, and apparently they buried a hatchet.
I've never heard of this.
So pretty much, when Diablo 4 came out, there wasn't a version that worked on iOS, and Whoopi was like, "I can't play it on my Apple." It's like herp derp, and she started a flame war with Blizzard, and apparently now it's on iOS. So she's like, "Okay, I can play my Diablo now." So we made peace. It was so fucking stupid.
Company of Heroes doing the classic style art. He's really gave so primitive in comparison. Yeah, I've only played Company of Heroes 2 for a bit. I couldn't really get into it. I played the alpha for 3 as well, but that was pretty janky. And now we know what happened with 3. But honestly, I'd say with some of its mechanics, like Dawn of War also pulls it up pretty well. And I mean, I consider Dawn of War one of the best strategy games ever made, and one of
I've
the best Warhammer games ever made.
I've never played that series. I watched a few playthroughs and stuff, and I see a lot of people refer to it and stuff.
Honestly, like when it goes on sale, like get it, and like you can get it in all of its expansion for dirt cheap, and you get so much value out of it.
I know someday.
Like even if you don't want to play all the expansions, you can just go to Dark Crusade and Soulstorm.
The eternal backlog will be chipped at eventually. Someday. TM.
Yeah, I'm still working through my backlog as well, so I'm just avoiding buying new games as much as possible.
Okay, that's pretty funny. Company Heroes 3 is now free from Sega. Actually, looking up, they fixed the lighting bugs in like an hour after becoming independent. It's like, the chains are off. We can fix this shit. Go.
Yeah,
Unleash the
but I heard that it had
developers.
a lot of fundamental issues and like missing quality of life features from the last game. Like they still have to address that as well. I'm sure it's going to take some time.
Haka, you're just replacing one pile of shame with another. Even with model building, there's always a pile up. No exceptions.
Yeah, I don't want to create a backlog for another thing anytime soon.
I'm just thankful I never got into like minis or gunpla building stuff because just on the space issue of having a backlog as opposed to having like a digital backlog.
Yeah, it's space and it's kind of an expensive hobby as well. And that's the thing, like for me personally, I don't like to collect. Like that's why I'm not a fan of collectibles. I don't like to collect things that are just gonna sit on a shelf and collect dust for eternity.
That's been a problem for most of my life, but I think I'm over most of it now. It's mo it's mostly out of my system at this point. Anytime I get like a collectible itch, I'll just go back to one of my collectible games and just scratch the itch there.
Yeah. Oh, Evan's here.
Hey, he
I
found the
decided
new
to
channel.
watch.
He found the live channel.
Well, I told him about it. So
Ah,
I guess he's done watching a speed run.
it's okay to be second best.
Anyway, I think it's getting a bit late for me, so I'll head off. Anyone else wants to come on, they can come on.
Yeah, nah, actually, I'm probably going to wrap it up. I think I'm hitting the cap of my stamina with the tummy hort. So this is probably a good enough
Yeah.
time to wrap
Try
it
not
up.
to overdo yourself.
Yeah, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna close off stream and then go drag my ass to the commode and die. All right. So
Have
for
fun then. Anyway, take
yeah,
care, man.
yeah,
Thanks for hosting.
yep. And for everyone else, thanks for coming. Take it easy. Later.